YouTube. What's going on? You wait for a couple people to get in here. What? I just got an email about this load. I asked him the tension on the load. The broker just emailed me. Let's see, how much the tension we looking at? About $35 in detention. It was just a half hour, so I take all the money they can give me. I take all the money they can give me. Let's see what y'all talking about. Yeah, what's going on? Truck and Fish Show. Round 2. Yeah, because I was trying to check in and I didn't want to have y'all waiting while I check in. So, and I feel like I didn't get a chance to talk about the topic that I really wanted to talk about. So, Big Face, hey man, I'm gonna call you back. I just seen you. You called me a while ago. I'll call you back in a minute. I think Big Face trying to. Well, he ain't trying. Well, let me just put it out there. No, I ain't gonna do that to you, Big Face. I'll let you do that on your own channel. But I think Big Face trying to do something big out here. You trying to do it big, Big Face? You did it? Okay. The hell with it, man. Look, Big Face got his authority. So congratulations, Big Face, for getting your authority. Congratulations, man. Congratulations for getting your authority. I don't know, with these rates paying right now, I mean, I know Traveloka was keeping 10-15% of your money, but now you're going to see 10-15% of your money stay in your pocket. Hold on, y'all. I had to turn my APU vent to blow some of this cool air up here. It feels like it's 80 degrees down here in Georgia. Woo. Big Chris say, how MUCG was your truck payment when you got your authority started? How much was your? Well, when I got my authority last year, wait a minute. Last year was when this week is the anniversary when I pulled my first load under my authority. Because I pulled my first load on my authority February 14th. That was my first load. That was my first load under my authority. It was a cotton load. I booked a cotton load. That load paid $1,100-1,200 or something like that. That was my first load on my authority. But at that time, I was still leasing the truck from Snyder Finance. So I was paying $700 a week to a Snyder Finance. So it really didn't matter because y'all gonna have to go back to last year when I had them videos. Go back, if you go in my catalog, go back to February something. like February, the early month of February, I have a bunch of videos talking about getting my authority. The beginning of last year, a bunch of videos, right? So if you go back in there, I talk about all the particulars, but at that time I was leased to Travel Loco. And see, what happened was I had my authority, it was active. I put the insurance on it. I was at a truck stop. I was at that pilot out there in Villa Rica, Georgia. I was in Villa Rica, Georgia. I was out there at that pilot, or is it a Loves? It's out there on I-20. Out there, like going towards Alabama. It was a pilot or a Loves. I was in the parking lot, and right there in that parking lot, I took off Travel Loco's DOT number. I took their name off my truck, and I put my own DOT numbers on my truck. Because I had everything ready. I had my ELD ready. I had my vinyl, my numbers, and everything ready. So I knew, okay, once I get set up with all the brokers, and I felt it was that time, because I wanted to run, I wanted the cutoff to be the transition from Travel Loco to running my authority. I wanted to be smooth as possible. And that when we talk about control, that's what we're talking about. You want control. Okay, you want the control. Okay, so I think it was on a Thursday. No, it was on a Monday. No, I think it was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday, because Travel Loco pay cutoff is Wednesday. So that final load that goes onto that settlement, and I didn't want them to put a hold on my settlement when I tell them, hey, let's go ahead and cancel my contract, because I ran under my authority for at least 30 to 45 days before I called Travel Loco to cancel my contract. Okay, so it was way into March. It was way in March, but I didn't tell Travel Loco until like way into March, but I was running loads under my authority. So, because you don't want to call these people and then they put a hold on your settlement, I made sure that my final settlement cleared. Then I told them. You get what I'm saying? Because if you running for a carrier and you tell them, hey, I want to cancel my contract right in the middle of a pay period, they come put a hold on your settlement, because they got to take out for a whole bunch of little expenses when you cancel your contract. So that's just my experience. I've been in trucking for 10 years. I know how to move from company to company. There's a system and a procedure that you have to do when you're moving from another company, and that's the system I use. So as a company driver, it's the same way. You turn in your truck. Well, see, here's the deal. When you're a company driver and you transition into another company, I would go on vacation, or I would take a leave of absence at the other company. Go work for the other company for about a week or two, then call the other company and say, hey, I want to involuntarily, I want to resign. They're gonna bother you, gonna ask you all these questions. Oh, why you wanna quit for it? Oh, why you wanna quit? Don't worry about that. You just gotta understand, you don't want to give these people, you don't want to give these people your card. It's like playing poker. You don't want to let these people see your hand. That's just how I do it. A lot of y'all so gullible. Y'all just tell the company all your business. Hey, I'm getting my authority next week. You know what I mean? So because the company, they legally have to hold, because say you got like an extra, a reserve account with the carrier that you was pulling for. They can hold your escrow money. Say you got $10,000 in an escrow account with the other carrier. They can hold your money for 45, 60, 90 days before they can give you your money. So that's how I did it, man. I waited at least 2-3 weeks before I called Traveloka and say, hey, man, I want to cancel my contract. Oh, why you want to cancel your contract for? What's wrong? What's wrong? I got my own authority, man. There ain't nothing they can do about that. So that's any of y'all getting y'all authority. Do not tell your carrier that you're working for what you're doing. Do not tell them what you're doing. Unless you a YouTube trucker. I mean, your carrier might be watching your YouTube page. So big face, you might want to keep that on the low. My bad, big face. I put your business out there. Erase this video. Congratulations. I remember that someone told you to put a lock on that cotton. Oh yeah, some people are stupid. If you ever seen a bale of cotton, it's like big as a house. It's about the size of a car. I'd be damn if I'm gonna see somebody with a bale of cotton on their back. That's crazy. You was like, I ain't putting no lock on that cotton. Big Chris say, because mine is $630 a week. $630 a week for your truck? Yeah, that ain't bad. If that's a true lease purchase where you paying $630 and you paying down a balance, that's not bad. But a lot of guys, they get into these leases where it's only a lease. It's not a lease purchase, where you can lease the truck and you paying down a balance, and at the end of the contract, the truck will be yours, or you can buy the truck, whatever the residual balance is. You know, some of these guys out here, they leasing trucks and they just leasing the truck. They just leasing it. I signed up with a lot of brokers first. Or did you fill out carrier packets as you booked them? No, I ain't do that. In the beginning, before I pulled my first load, I had about 15 brokers set up. So, I mean, as long as you get set up with the top 3, top 4, top 5 brokers, you'll be good. And you just go from there. You get set up with Coyote, they got plenty of freight. You set up with TQL, they got plenty of freight. You set up with C.H. Robertson, Uber Freight, Convoy, Scott Logistics. You get set up with all them guys, man. You get set up with about 5 or 10 brokers, you good. That'll get you through 3 to 6 months. And then as you go, you fill up a carrier packet here and there, here and there. You know what I mean? Because every load, you don't want to be filling out no carrier packet every load. I'm to the point where I don't fill out carrier packets no more. I mean, I can pull up the DAC board and I can just pull just about everybody on there, because I don't fill out carrier packets with everybody on the load board. You know, not everybody, but I would say 60-70% of the brokers that's on the board, I don't fill out carrier packets for. Something like that. Because that filling out carrier packets as you go, it's a lot of work. And that's why I say a lot of you guys is wasting y'all time. You got to get your first year of business out the way. Once you get your first year out of the way, now the second year you can just cruise along, because you set up with a lot of brokers. Take your time. All you got to do is call up a broker and you got a little relationship with them, and they just email you the rate card. Man, I just want to see if you're interested in this load. Oh, how much is paying? Oh, okay, cool. Send me the rate card. Done. You don't have to do all that other stuff. But in the beginning, you got to put in your work, and you got to fill out them carrier packets. I mean, you basically just go on the DAC board and figure out the top 10 brokers, the top 20, top 30 brokers that you see on that board all the time, and you fill out those carrier packets. You call them up, I need a carrier packet. You go home for the weekend, you fill out a carrier packet. When you shut down at night, you fill out a carrier packet. You call up You call up about 5 or 10 brokers a day, and you just fill out carrier packets. Just fill them out. Just fill them out. And then once you get to a point where you fill out with a bunch of brokers, then you don't have to be filling out carrier packets. You just have to budget your time to where, like for example, I'm getting loaded right now. I'm sitting up here getting loaded. Well, instead of making a video, you could be filling out a carrier package with a broker. It only takes about 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, once you get set up with RMIS, it takes you 5 minutes to get set up with a lot of brokers because they in the system. All you gotta do is put your DOT number in there and answer a few questions. Whoop, whoop. You fill out the little form, quick, and hit submit. They already got your you don't have to call the insurance. They already got your insurance certificate on file, so it easy. I mean, I suggest, so you get your W-9 form, you fill that out, sign it, and just upload it to Google Docs. And anytime a broker need it, you just send it to them. Get your check, get a void check, get a voided check, get a W-9, and get it's a few other documents. Because it's just repetition. You're just doing it over and over and over and over again. So anytime a broker want to get set up, you just send them the W-9, send them the voided check, send them your authority letter, and you just send it to them quick. Boop, 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 boop. Get it done. You fill out some brokers got a 1-page carrier packet. 1 page. You fill out your name, your carrier information, and address, answer a few questions, send it to them. Sometimes you can just do it right on your phone. You talking to the broker on the phone, talking about the load. Hey man, hold on, let me do this carrier packet real quick. Okay. I done did carrier packets with the broker on the phone. You know what I mean? Robert B said, while on the convoy load, I lost my internet signal on my phone. They were tracking me. Convoy said that disqualified me for quick pay on that load. I had to wait 30 days to get paid for that load. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. I never had that experience. Well, in that case, I suggest you getting 2 phones in. I mean, here's my phone right here. I'm talking to y'all on my tablet. So I do multiple things with my phone and on my tablet. So it probably behooves you to go ahead and get it's probably in your best interest to go ahead and get two devices so that you cover. It's business, man. You got to have equipment to do the job. Simple as that. I mean, I never thought about something like that, but I do have a tablet. So let me see if I can show y'all. See, that's what I'm talking to y'all on. Y'all see it? It's a tablet. So I suggest getting a tablet. Getting a tablet, then you have your phone. And download both apps on your phone and your tablet. I got JB Hunt, Uber Freight, Convoy, C.H. Robinson apps on the phone. And I got them on my tablet. So if my phone battery go dead, I don't know, it reboot, I still got my tablet, Should I factor all my loads? It's a lot of schools of thoughts on that. Should you factor all your loads? It's different schools of thought. That's a good question, because if you factor all your loads, you're gonna pay a factoring fee when you don't need to, because a lot of brokers don't charge a factoring fee. So JB Hunt, they don't charge a factoring fee. And then some brokers have a cheaper factoring fee. But the thing is, if you factor all your loads, as far as a business management tool, it's good to factor all your loads because you have all of your paperwork in one spot. So you don't have to worry about missing paperwork or doing your taxes and keeping track of brokers and stuff like that, because your factoring company keeps track of all your brokers you're pulling freight for, and that'll tell you how many 1099s you're gonna be looking for when it's come to tax time. So if you did business with 50 brokers throughout the whole year, that means you need to have 50 1099s or 25 1099s. You know what I mean? If you did business with 25 brokers, you got to wait for 25 1099s to come in so you can do your taxes. Or you could just tally up all the freight that you did with each broker, so that way the numbers don't be off when you do your taxes. Because when you do your taxes, the IRS is going to be looking for them numbers. They're going to be looking for it. So should you factor all your loads? You just got to decide which one. I don't factor all my loads, so it's just I keep track of I keep track of my brokers in here. So at the end of the year, I just go through here and I just just write down the brokers that I did business with. So a factoring company, see, a lot of y'all don't understand the purpose of a factoring company. A lot of y'all just look at that fee and y'all get intimidated about that fee and saving money with the fee. The factoring company does way more than you think. They manage your paperwork. They keep all your paperwork in one spot. They keep all your brokers. They keep a broker list on what you're doing. You can print out reports. It's all kind of stuff that a factoring company does. For that 3% is damn worth it, I think. I think it's damn worth it. When you're a small business and you're doing all this stuff yourself, that's just one less task you don't have to worry about. Now you don't have to worry about managing all that because it's already in one spot. You're getting paid, you're getting invoiced, they take care of your invoice and your paperwork. All that stuff is managed right there in that one spot, And if you need to print your profit and loss, it's easy to do your profit and loss because you got it all done right there. You can keep track of your fuel. If you're using a fuel card through your factoring company, then you can keep track of all your fuel, what you're buying. Is for that 3%, you just got to decide, is that worth it? Big Chris say, yep, two 2019 Cascadia lease purchase, $690 a week. What's the maintenance escrow? Because if you $690 a week, the maintenance is probably about $250 a week. So your truck payment is what, $6, $7, $8? It's damn near $1,000 a week. You're looking at a $900 truck, $900 a week. I mean, if I would do this again, man, I would just go to a dealer and get a truck. You can go to a dealer and get a truck, and your payment will be like $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 a month, man. So that you can go get that same truck from Freightliner. You can get that same truck from Freightliner for like $2,200 a month, $2,300, $2,400 a month, instead of paying Snyder $4,000 a month. You know what I mean? $4,500 a month. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you're really gonna take this business seriously, I mean, I would just go to the dealer and get a truck. You can get a used one with 200,000 miles on it. Your truck payment would be $1,800 a month, man. as low as these rates are, your expenses need to be low, man. You need these low expenses to get through this slow period. I mean, I thank God I got a $1,200 a month truck payment. Truck payment $1,200, trailer payment $600. I can pay all my truck bills in 1 week. In 1 week, all my truck bills are paid. All the other money just goes in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not running that hard. Like I'm running like 200-300 miles a day, man. I ain't even, you know, like this week, I'm gonna do about 4,100 this week. And I ain't even going nowhere. I ain't even done that much work. Guys saying the rates are low. The rates are low, but you can still make money, man. You can still make money out here. I'm gonna probably do about 4,100 this week. That's with the loads that I got booked. I mean, anything can happen. A load can cancel, or what have you. All kind of things can cancel, but with you know, the thing is, man, you gotta get them expenses low, man. You gotta get them expenses low. But so with my weekly expenses, my weekly expenses are like, my weekly expenses like 800, 900 a week. That's everything. That's truck, trailer, insurance, maybe a few other miscellaneous things, but that's about $750 a week cover all my weekly expenses. So if I make $4,000 in a week and I spend maybe $600 in fuel, and I got like, let's see, $1,300 in expenses, for a $4,000 week, I'm still taking home like $2,800. You know, I'm clearing $2,800. You know what I mean? I'm clearing $2,600. You know, so in a slow time, this is supposed to be slow. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, you gotta get them expenses low, man. You gotta get them expenses down, because when it's slow like this, and I'm used to getting 5,000-6,000 a week. I'm used to getting 5,000 and 6,000 a week. Right now, I'm doing 3,500 to like 4,200 a week. It's tough, man. It's real tough. You gotta be careful. It's tough. Should I jump out there after month, active 2 or 3? I would say 30 days. 30 to 45 days, you'll be good. CH, you can after 30 days, you can book loads with C.H. Robinson, Coyote, Uber, Convoy, not JB Hunt. JB Hunt, you need 90 days. I think you need 90 days with JB Hunt. Scott Logistics. I mean, at 30 days, you can pull for a lot of brokers, man. At 30 days. So, at 30 days, you can pull for a lot of brokers. There's no reason at 30 days you should be able to pull for at least 10, 15 brokers. More than that, but at least 10 to 15 brokers. That's plenty of freight. That's plenty. I mean, C.H. Robinson has got plenty of freight. Plenty. Coyote, they got plenty of freight. I mean, like, you pick maybe 3 or 4 brokers and you just rotate through the 3 or 4. That's it. And that's what I'm working with. Like, I work with about 3 to 4 brokers and I rotate through them. And I just rotate through them. You know, and I got a couple brokers that email me some loads, and you just rotate through them brokers, man. I don't really go on the DAC board no more. To tell you the truth, I don't, not that often. Let me say that. I'll probably go on the DAC board 2 or 3 times a week. But most of the time, I'm on C.H. Robinson load board, I'm on Coyote load board, I'm on Uber, and I'm on and a couple brokers that I do business with on a regular. Like, you know, you just gotta put your time in. You just gotta put your time in. Watching my videos, you just gotta get out here and get a system going. And once you figure your system out, then you have it, you know, and then you just move forward with that. Do you get an email? Do you get an email approval? Or do you get a call or a check? Email approval. I guess you talking about getting set up with brokers. Most brokers, they'll send you an email. Not too often, because when you get an email, a lot of the emails are automated. So if you get set up with like C.H. Robinson and you fill out a carrier packet, their brokers ain't gonna call you. It'll just shoot out an email saying, congratulations, you've been approved for approved carrier. Then they'll start giving you instructions on how to log into the load board, and you get your T number, and you know, they'll just start sending you loads all of a sudden. You know, they just start sending you loads. They don't really call, so to speak. $630 I put 200 in escrow. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You looking at 900 a week. I got a whole bunch of videos about my Snyder Finance. I wouldn't do that escrow account, man. You just throwing away money. You throwing away money. Throwing away money. You know, because when you need to leave Snyder, kiss that money goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. Bye-bye money. You're going to have $10,000, $15,000 in that escrow account. But the thing is, it's all designed to keep you in that truck. They want you to run that truck and stay in it, you know. So what's a good percentage rate on a new truck? I would say, I mean, trucking, it's nothing you can get around it. Trucking is just a high risk industry. So I talk to guys, man, you know, they say 8% is high, 7% is high, but there's nothing you can really do about it. You can have the best credit in the world. Trucking is a high risk industry. I don't care how good your credit is. You know, you probably gonna be looking at anywhere from like 6 to 10% interest rate. You know, as high as 14%. I had banks quoting me 13, 14% interest rate, you know. So that's either you want to get into trucking or you don't want to get into trucking. Because at the end of the day, when you're paying interest on a commercial vehicle, it's all the tax deduction. It's all tax deduction. Because when you're paying a high interest rate on a commercial application, it's all, you get to write it off. So when you go to a car dealership and buy a car for a personal vehicle, you don't get to write your interest rate off. You don't get to write your lease payments off in your personal vehicle. You can't do it unless you're using your car for a business. But when you got a truck and you got 10% interest rate on your truck, that's all the tax deduction, man. So yeah, your interest rate will be high, but the interest, it'll give you a tax deduction. So if you spent $3,000 a year in interest, you get to just deduct that interest down to can deduct that down. You get 15% of that money back. So you'll be looking at, you'll probably get back in your taxes maybe $700-800 because you get to write off the interest. You get what I'm saying? So I really wouldn't worry about the interest rate because you're gonna pay the truck off anyway. And so you gotta understand, if you're trying to borrow money to buy a truck, that's just the price you're gonna have to pay. Either you pay cash for it or you go borrow the truck. So you go borrow the money to get the truck. Marco says, do you remember your first broker? I think the first broker I pulled freight for, I think it was C.H. Robertson, I think. It's either Uber or C.H. Robertson. George Patrick say, I get 2% because I drive for Snyder. Oh, man. Y'all Snyder guys are a trip. I have Transport Enterprise leasing for a lease company, and by summer I'll be a year in. I could get one off a lot, but the payment wouldn't be much different. Let me respond to Torres Patrick. He said he get 2% at Snyder. When you leased on to a big carrier like a Snyder, a JB Hunt, and what have you, you got to understand that when you go through a carrier to get stuff, it's not that much of a benefit because you're not making no money anyway. It's all marketing. It's all sugar. It's sugar on the toast, so to speak. It's frosting on the cake. It's smoke and mirrors. So, for example, my fuel, I get a better fuel discount with my own authority than I did at Snyder. Let me just make that point. Oh yeah, Torres Patrick. Yeah, I seen that video. You made when you made a video saying that you almost done paying for your truck. Yeah, I seen that. But I'm using your comment to make some content in the video. So my fuel discount that I get with my fuel card, it's anywhere from like 30 to 50 cents off the pump price. Let me pull it up, because they send you an update every 2 or 3 days. I get a fuel stop price update. It's mostly at TAs. Okay. Can y'all see that? See that? See that 38 cents off? See that in the corner right here? See that right there? That's the pump price. That's the price I pay. And here's the discounts. 36 cents, 20. It ranges depending on which fuel stop I go to. Look, that one right there is 40. That's 41 cents off. You get what I'm saying? Here go one that's I'm getting 52 cents off. 53 cents off. That's way out in Arizona, but I'm just trying to make a point here. See that one at the top right there? 52 cents off. what, 53 cents off. You get what I'm saying? Let me pull up Georgia. Let me see, Georgia. Okay, we in Georgia, we looking at 30 cents off. Florida. Let me see what we looking at in Florida. Connecticut, 72 cents off. Woo! That's the highest I ever seen. I can get fuel in Connecticut for $2.89 a gallon. The pump price is $2.63 a gallon. Y'all think I'm playing? Look at that. Connecticut, 74 cents off. $3.63 a gallon. Get it all the way down to $2.89 a gallon. 74 cents off. 74 cents off. I never got that discount at Snyder. I'm not trying to pick on guys at Snyder. I'm just saying, there's no, I mean, a lot of guys trying to come up with reason to stay leased on to a carrier. You know, are they done? They done load me, y'all. Okay. Oh. They done load me, y'all. I'm gonna talk with y'all for about 5 more minutes before I go in. But I mean, that's just one example. So a lot of guys be like, man, I'm gonna stay leased on to this carrier for this reason. Oh, I get a discount on parts. I get a discount on tires and all this. I get the same discounts. Like all these brokers out here got same discount programs. Uber Freight has got a tire purchase program. You can get tires at a discount. C.H. Robinson got a tire purchase program. Uber Freight got a fuel purchase program. You can just do random Google search and find fleet discount programs for a small trucking business. I bought some steer tires last year. I bought some steer tires for $700 installed. It was like $720 out the door. I mean, last time I checked, one steer tire at a lot of places is about $600. You know, $500-$600 for one steer tire. I seen some. I mean, it. You know. I mean, a lot of guys just. I don't know what it is. It's brainwashing. They've been drinking the Kool-Aid too long, or I don't know what it is. It's just. Once you go get your own authority, man, you know, that's what I'll be trying to tell y'all. I have Transport Enterprise. Okay, I read that one. Thanks for all your help. Do you have any insight on working out the port, specifically in the South Georgia, Jacksonville? Not as an owner-operator, just as a company driver. I used to pull containers. And, I mean, I bump into guys who say they're making money, but as an owner-operator, I don't know how that game works. But as a company driver, yeah, it's a good job. As a company driver, you're local, you're close to the house. It's very predictable work. You work Monday through Friday. And it's you know, but that's all I can say. Yeah, congratulations, Taurus. You got to pay for a truck. But I would say now that your truck paid for, I would be putting back at least $400 a week into a checking account. I will put back $400 a week into a checking account until you hit about 30,000. And 30,000 is enough to get you a new motor or go and get you another truck if you need to or something like that. But that's just my opinion. I mean, I would prefer 50. I would like for you to have about 50,000 in the bank. Of 50,000. I would say 20,000 for maintenance and repairs, and another 10,000 for like taking a vacation, because when you're self-employed, you don't have vacation time, you don't have sick leave and all that, so you gotta fund that yourself. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of guys be like, yeah, my truck paid for, but to last in any business, you got to have a cash reserve. And so when you looking at your profit and loss and you looking at your balance, when you typing up your balance statement, your income statement, your balance sheet needs to have some cash in it to offset any of future growth or future benefit. So if you don't got no cash in the bank, you got to have some real estate, cash, a little bit of credit, so that way your balance sheet will represent the strength of your business. If you got no cash, the strength of your business is weak. You need to have some cash, a large amount of cash in the bank. So when you need to make some moves, you can do it. That represents the strength of your business. So if you want to go buy a new truck, just do it. If you want to invest in some real estate, do it. If you want to take off for 6 months, do it. If the rates drop for about 2 months, no problem. You got cash in the bank, your truck break down, do it. You know what I mean? So now that your truck paid for, man, just put back $400 a week. Just put it back. Just put it back. Don't even, just because like how I got it set up, I just have automatic. I don't even think about it. I set myself on a salary. I pay myself $700 a week. I have money going to maintenance, taxes. I don't even look at it, because I know when I log in there, I'm seeing a large amount of money and everything is just taken care of. And all I got to do is just run the business and see, you know, it's just business management. That's all. It's just a little bit of business management. You got to make sure you're sick. Make sure your sick leave is funded. Make sure you got money put back for maintenance. You know, put back, you know, if you want to take off, just say if you want to take off 3 months, how much cash money do you need to take off for 3 months? How much business expenses? Your business expenses $3,500 a month. You're gonna need maybe about $15,000 in the bank to cover a 3-month vacation. You hurt your leg or something. You in the hospital for 3 months. You get what I'm saying? So you got to have this stuff, you know. And like, I want to hope guys out here are not running check to check. Self-employed, you out here self-employed, you running check to check. Come on, man. Come on. Because all it takes, you one settlement away from being out of business, man. One settlement. All it takes for your truck to break down. That's all it takes. Torres is about to leave the pumpkin. I don't think he's gonna leave, because I think Torres, he's got a good rapport with a lot of guys that's coming in. His business model for recruiting guys and getting that referral bonus. I mean that's about the only reason I would stay at Snyder, to get that referral bonus. That's because you get $1,000 or $1,500 a driver. All you gotta do is recruit one a month. That's what, $20,000 a year. I mean, shoot, Patrick, the grass is much greener outside the pumpkin patch. I'm going to get the 700. Did you have an SL5 lease and get your own authority under it? Yeah, I had a Snyder Finance lease, and I had my authority with my Snyder Finance truck. Yes, I did. But I went ahead and refinanced the truck with a bank, so because I didn't want to be dealing with Snyder Finance and they BS. So I just refinanced the truck with a bank. Now I pay the bank. So now I pay the bank. I wish my truck was paid off like Taurus, but see, Taurus, he been at Snyder way longer than me, so it's about time for his truck to be paid off. He been at Snyder for a long time. Did you have? If you get an SF5 truck, if you want to get your authority, they won't let you. I don't know, man. I heard guys wanting to get their authority with their Snyder Finance truck, and guys getting hell. And I heard guys, it's okay. I heard it's both ways. It just depends. It really depends. It really depends. But hey, I gotta go in here and give a work, man.